everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector75, and welcome to another Transformers KO review. If my voice does sound a little bit funny, I think I've got a bit of a cough coming on here, so it might sound a bit croaky, but it don't sound too much normal from my usual voice, so there we go. Anyway, right, so this is a KO I picked up, I think, just before Christmas. It got sent to me from sirtoys.com. I'd ordered some stuff, and he just, what he usually does sometimes, he just throws stuff in, really. Usually, I think it's usually stuff he can't get rid of, so he's just happy to get probably shot of it and get the space, probably. So I found in the box that I ordered this little fella, which is a very strange, almost G2, hence why I put G2 faction labels on in there, a G2 kind of inspired colour scheme of Powermaster Optimus Prime with GODBOMBER. Yeah, at first I thought, oh, because I've seen it, and I thought, no, not my cup of tea at all, really. This is obviously downsized as well. It's about, what, I don't know, probably about half the size of the original. And that is usually a bit of a turn-off for me, because I don't mind downsized if I can use them maybe with a particular line, like I've been doing with my Robot Masters. I've been using a lot of figures for that, which are slightly downsized or whatever. But this, I really had no place for. So I got it and I thought, I'm not really that bothered. But I had a look at it and I actually really liked it. The plastic quality, on the other hand, is its major downfall. It is a bit on the crap side, unfortunately. I'm going to start here. This is obviously a little high Q. Don't know if it's going to zoom on him too well there. There's some nice chrome paint on him there. But the minute you start trying to transform this guy, you're running into problems. His legs do like to pop off at the knee joints there. I'm doing my best to hold them on while I'm transforming it, because they will just shoot off. You can move the arms, which is not too bad. Now then, getting him to stand up is, I don't know. Oh no, there we go. He does stand up relatively well, and so that ain't too bad. And he's a nice, strange orange colour. And there's some half decent, you know, what you usually get with a KO. Paint apps on him there. So we're going to turn him back into his engine. Because we really don't need his robot mode or humanoid form much longer. Now, unfortunately, this is the, well, that little thing. It does come with a missile for that, but it don't bloody stay in there. So I'll give up on that. Right, so this is his truck mode. Now, unfortunately, you cannot get this Powermaster in the front of that. It looks quite cool with it on the front there, like that. But the only way I've had to do it is blue tack it on and just stick him to the front, which don't look too bad. But then what I went and did is I used my little chrome pen and give him like a proper chromed grille at the front there, because otherwise it was just plain blue and it looked a bit awful. And so I don't want to ruin that now, so I don't want to put the blue tack on because it don't stay there anyway, so I gave up. So anyway, so this is his super truck mode, and it has all the same things as the original. It's alright, it rolls along a little bit. There's an issue with one of his wheels, which I'll come to a bit later. Other than that, it does everything what it says on the tin. It rolls, well, it rolls. I'm not going to say if it rolls particularly well, but it don't look too bad. He follows on the connector, which connects onto Optimus Prime here. It works relatively well. He does have some stickers here. I was meaning to cancel out that whatever one and put a G2 on there. I forgot about that. Now he does come with stickers, which would have been nice if this KO had had the stickers there. Unfortunately, this one didn't come with it, which is a bit of a shame. But that is it for the truck mode. Now let's start separating this guy up, providing he stays together, and I have no more issues with it. Trying to get this out could be a bit annoying. There we go. Right, so we're going to leave GODBOMBER over to the side for a minute, and we'll concentrate on Optimus Prime here. Right, so this is the cab section. As I could tell, I've gone and done some chrome work on the front of that grille, which isn't too bad. There we go. So let's transform this up, and he has the usual old transformation. Fold that down, rotate the arms down. The Powermaster gimmick is present, and you can sort of see if I lift this up that you push it in, and that bit does want to move, but it doesn't hinder getting those legs out, so you really don't need it. So that, anyway, then we're just going to get this head out. And there we have Optimus Prime. And he does hold the guns in his hand. Let's get one out. There we go. And he will hold them. But he has the same problem that he cannot get them past that. So, you know, you run into trouble. And this one doesn't have stickers on those windows there to give him that animation style look. The guns do fall out of his hands, unfortunately. But, you know, he's not too bad. Right. So then I'm not going to show it, but you can transform this into the battle station mode. It's all right, but these guns don't sit where they're supposed to. The rest of it ain't too bad. It just... oh, what the hell, let's do it. So we open all this, don't we? Open this out. Like so. One of these has to fold away, doesn't it? Can't blame him now. It's been so long since... Not since I've done it, but... That goes under there, doesn't it? That's it. That's what I'm doing all. Right, so anyway, so then we rotate these up. Like so, fold the one out. Oh, that's it, that rotates out to there. Like that. Those doors do open on the rear of the tractor trailer section there, and these rotate up and up. I was supposed to put a G2 or a Lego there, and I forgot. These ones fit on his arms, okay. I won't do the other one. But this one just will not go into that little hole there. It's obviously been done the wrong size or something, but you just can't get it, so I just leave it sitting there. But there's his mode. He will not, well, I suppose he will probably sit there. Will he sit on that gun like he's supposed to? He's got the little knobbly bit in between his legs. Yeah, he will. He'll sit there happily and man that gun, which is quite cool. But that is it for his battle station mode, right? So we're going to move this to the back, and now we're going to have a look at GODBOMBER. And GODBOMBER is pretty cool. He has that, that great gold chromed front section there. I love it. I don't know if it's going to zoom in too well on it because of the light. Hang on, I've got him in the background. There we go. There we are. That is just, majestic. See, even some KOs have their good points. But that is about it on this figure, unfortunately. Right, so, as I said, there was a problem with one of these wheels. When I was transforming this, I like putting pictures up on Instagram usually. I was trying to get it into the combined mode, Godjin or whatever his name is. And for some reason, I don't know how, I put too much pressure on trying to force this section on, and it just snapped one of the wheels off. I've since super glued it back on, and you can't notice, but if I put too much pressure on this wheel here, it will probably just snap off again, so I'm not. So anyway, so let's transform this guy into his robot mode. So be careful with that. So then we just disassemble him as usual, take the guns off and everything. Take them off, take that off, take this section off, open him out, fold the feet out. Now I can never remember exactly which way around these are supposed to go. Pardon me. I think this one goes here like this, that one goes in there. Now I can't remember if that is it, but it looks better. Otherwise you end up with the trailer section bits on the outside, and then it's a bit silly why you would have all this nice detail. This bit goes on the back like so. You just got to rotate that around, make sure you've got it just on there nicely. Then we put these on, and this one goes in this one like so. Like so. Oh, but before you do that, it would help, right, without me snapping that bloody wheel off, if I was to get his head out, right, like that. So rotate it around, back on, that just sort of sits around the back. These come on and sit up there, like so. Like so. Then you get these arms. One of them has stickers on, so you can put that one in there. Like so. Stick that up there, and then you've got an half-decent GODBOMBER with an Optimus Prime. And they don't look too bad, if I'm honest. If you don't mind the colour scheme and you don't mind it's downsized and you're prepared to put up with really bad plastic quality and everything like that, and the fact that if you aren't too careful, bits will break off, then he's fine. And do you know what? I actually really do like it. Now, I'm surprised I never bought it before. There we go. But because of the plastic quality, I'm glad I didn't pay for this. Anyway, right, so that is GODBOMBER. Now then, let's transform Super Optimus Prime. So we're going to transform him back into his cab, like so. Bring those up. Once you go into the cab, obviously all you're going to do next is just rotate them up to the back. Going to get the Super Optimus Prime head from wherever you decided to store it, because obviously he was a bit of a parts for him back in the day. Then we get the main section, and then we start transforming him back. Like so. Now then, that flips up, this rotates around, these close back down, that rotates around. Unfortunately, one of them stays okay, this one just flops open, unfortunately. could do something about it. Tiny bit of blue tack in there, sort that out. Right, so you rotate them down. Nope, come here. Got to be careful not to put too much pressure on things because arms are liable to snap at the joints and everything like that. Rotate that out. Did they put these arms on the wrong way around? Because I swear these bits should have been here. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Who knows with KOs these days? I can never remember. But the hands certainly look like they're the right way around, so maybe it's supposed to be like that, I'm not sure. Anyway, right, you can stick these guns in here. They do fit remarkably well up there. That one's going to go up there. If you can keep his legs closed, you can put his guns in his hands. Don't know what I've done with the other gun. Oh, there it is, just down there under my camera. Put that down there. And then we're left with that. And then you can just take Optimus Prime cab section and he slots neatly into there. And, if you want my opinion, that is okay Powermaster Optimus Prime. Now, what I'm thinking of doing with these is I'm thinking of sort of like putting these with my Robot Masters sort of collection, sort of like I've got going. Just because the sound just fell off. What was that? It didn't sound too good. It wasn't the wheel, was it? No. Yeah, so, you know, because because I think the Robot Masters Optimus Prime come up to about here on him, and that's a good size for me. If you want my opinion, the head looks a little bit big for this body. I don't know if that's just because they've got the size wrong for the head, like when they downscaled it, or was Powermaster Optimus Prime a little bit like that. Not totally sure. Right, so anyway, so there he is. He's got the usual articulation and everything, which isn't much. Let's get this guy transformed up into God Jinrai. Is it God Jinrai? Or Apex Armor Optimus Prime, however, whatever continuity. Obviously, this guy should be sitting on the front of Optimus Prime, but you can't. It's no tough. And then we just got to start disassembling this fella. So we're going to put all the bits over there, and then we're going to come back to it, each and every bit as we need it. Let's disconnect that from there. That's probably the easiest thing. Fold his head away. Right, so first thing we're going to do is turn him around. Open up this. This section fits onto those two holes there. It don't go in the greatest. You've got to sort of force one hole in and just hope for the best. Close that back down. That sort of stays there, holding it in place. We're going to come back to these feet. Right, so you close them up. Now then, they've got these little hook sections here. This one is going to go into this foot. As you can see, there's a little port just in there. It just hooks in. Line it up right, and then on this inside, you've got this little screw joint that right here by where my fingernail is. And then that is going to just click into place, like so. And that holds it ever so well in there. You're going to do the same on that. So you put that hook section in there, and then just close it up, and there's his feet. Yeah, it looks a bit off, doesn't it? But there we go. Right, and then you can take these, which are the little guns, and these slot down into little holes down there. This one looks all right. This one doesn't, unfortunately. Fit that one in. It don't really want to go in there, as you can see, because the holes are in different places. But there we go. Then we close up his hands. Come to that last. Comes those wings last. Right, we're going to stick these in these ports up here, giving him a bit of extra large fists and extendable arms. Like so. Then we're going to take these rocket boosters, and they just go into here, looking a bit small and unimpressive, really. This one's really loose in there. So yeah, so there's them. And then what we're left with is this. Now, this gun now has the side little connector, and that goes straight into there. Like so. Now, this bit is a bit loose on here. It's not really tabbed into the screw properly. And again, it doesn't really go on too well. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why. Let me move that gun. It sort of slots on, but then it doesn't want to go anywhere. I think there's a little tab just under here. That's what I'm missing. Yeah. So you force that on, and then, well, you're stuck with this because this isn't doing much else. It doesn't really want to stay on that. Look, it doesn't want to go up there, but it will hold in place. Not the best. You couldn't see any of that because I just realised it was all out of camera. So what I'm going to do is move that. You can see the edge of my little setting that I've got going on back there. But there we go. So it sort of tabs on underneath there. Okay, it just goes underneath the cab. But because of this, it's not really tolerant properly. And it wants to lock into place, but just falls straight back out. But it does hold in place if looking a little skew. But there he is. This is, what's his name? Super God Jinrai, and you can stick this little bit just there. Straighten that up. And there he is. He doesn't look too bad at all. Yeah, I like him. I actually like him, and you can do whatever you want with him. There he is. He's not looking too bad at all. Yeah. You know what? I actually like him. Like I said, I'm going to put in my Robot Master stuff or something like that. Anyway, right. This has been Graham, the Collector 75. I hope you like this knockoff review. I do like doing these knockoff reviews. I've been doing knockoff reviews probably since, oh my God. So I started first doing videos on here about 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago now. I started in November 2008 and it's now January 2018. So in about 8 or 9 months, I would have been on here 10 years. And, you know, I used to go to Spain on holidays and stuff, and I used to find loads of knockoffs there. And that's where a lot of my old knockoffs come from. And then I found KO Toys, used to get loads off KO Toys, and chimungmung.com when they used to do lots of knockoffs. And now Sir Toys, which is one of the best places to get odd knockoffs like this. There's a few other places where you can get the newer knockoffs. I'm not so much into all the weird knockoffs, you know, like you get Wei Zhang and all that. I've never been massively, I mean, I like them, don't get me wrong. But it's these ones. These are the KOs that I grew up on these like 10 years ago, getting these sorts of ones. So when you get Wei Zhang knocking off, you know, and giving you really good knockoffs, it's a bit, you know, you want sometimes you just want really dodgy ones like this one, just to make you smile. As long as you ain't paid the earth for it, you know what I mean. Anyway, right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.